60 seconds live. Stand by. 4, 5, and 6.
Don't forget to put your earphones on.
Here's the microphone.
Is this thing on?
30 seconds.
Everybody hear me? Hello? Check. That better?
Come on now, folks, break it up and settle down. 10 seconds.
Okay, let's get this show rolling. Stand by, everybody. We're on in 5.
And QID.
In a world of uncertainty,
Where am I anyway? Why should I have to do that?
Who's the man now?
amid intense creative pressure,
You are unemployed.
Oh, I could slit your throat.
part of you wants to laugh.
Now that is funny.
Part of you wants to escape.
Why don't you relax? Have a beer.
Radio will never be the same.
Listening to the radio, this is no way for that boy to grow up.
We are going to make this radio station rock.
Did you ever hear of a thing called radio? You're the freaking radio.
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
All right.
Hey, Sacred Hammer.
I think Sacred Hammer's going to have to step in tonight, maybe.
Uh-oh, Zodiac Maniac?
Yeah, because Sacred Owl, he
flaked.
No, he just had sitter
He
issues.
flaked.
And it's actually all because of me. He
It's
had
because
the
of
issue.
you?
Yeah, man. We have our regular record
Oh,
day.
because I got you.
And I had to switch the day
You
at
had
the
to
last
switch.
minute.
Yeah.
All related to my stupid freaking car problems that I'm still enduring.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
That kind of screwed up my week, too.
yeah, guys, we can't do it here. I got to do it here. And normally I don't do that.
Thanks, Jack.
Yeah. Jack is just everybody over this week.
That's all right.
Coming up on the show, Sacred Hammer may have to step in for the Zodiac Maniac. 911 to the rescue. We always hear about people that call 911 for the most ridiculous things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one was a little bit ridiculous, but it's kind of cute, too. So we're going to tell you about 911 to the rescue. We got listener email, social shout-outs. Tom Brokejaws here with the headlines. Andre's got a story called Cold Hard Cash. Mm-hmm. God, I wish I had some of that now, and then I wouldn't have a car problem.
Me too.
Also, in the Underground Spotlight, I'm doing this because he's actually doing a new album. He's working on a new album right now, but he's a dear friend of the show. We're going to hit you up with John David Schrader.
All
His
right.
tune, I Don't Mind. That's like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Off of 21 Summers. That's his current album, so he's working on a new one. We've got that, so much more. I'm not even going to list it. Just strap in, buckle up, cinch them up tight. This is the Electric Radio Show.
I was listening to the broadcast, and I was wondering, what exactly is it?
This show will have laughter, tears,
Topless arguments, infections caused by jacuzzi water.
It's really weird. It's about to get a whole lot weirder.
It's showtime.
Time for my favorite show.
Is it on now?
What time is that show again?
It's on now. For real?
For real.
And we're on it now.
Okay, here we go.
All right, it's showtime.
We're starting the show, and it's going to be really, really good. And there will be people saying words and stuff, and you're going to like it a lot, and you'll be happy, and you won't want it to stop. Yeah.
The Electric Radio Show. We have wires. We have electricity. Don't get us wet.
You guys are so sexy and funny. Oh, here's your coffee. Have a great show.
You're listening to the Electric Radio Show.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Time to give you a peek into our happy, sometimes dismal lives in our segment we call What's Up? What up, D-Light?
Okay, so, I've had my Hyundai accent for 11 years now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I loved her to pieces.
Loved?
Loved.
Past tense?
Yeah, found out she needed a new clutch, and she was going to need a timing belt. And you start adding all this stuff up, and
That's
you
a
realize...
lot of damn money.
You realize maybe it's time to just let her go.
Oh.
So I did. I got a new car. I got a Hyundai Kona.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's the crossover.
That is the crossover. So I wasn't thrilled about taking on a car payment, but at least I have
it's all right.
reliable.
You never are,
Sometimes
but
you
gotta
have a good car.
You gotta have the love of a new car.
I have a reliable.
And you don't drive that much. Actually, when you travel, you fly. So when you travel for business, you're usually flying anyway.
Yeah, so...
Well, didn't you just, hit 100,000 miles in your other...
I did. I just hit 100,000.
11 years?
Yeah, 11 years. And it took me 11 years to hit 100,000 miles.
That's incredible.
But, her brakes...
Her original brakes, I didn't change them until it was like 95,000 miles.
Wow.
I mean, that's like unheard of. So
So now when you hit the brakes on this one, like you go
through the
flying
windshield,
forward, like,
that seatbelt lock
You're
up
not
on
used
you.
to that one.
Clink.
So, like, I've been driving a stick shift my whole entire life.
Oh, this one's not.
This one is not a stick shift. I decided against the stick shift.
Cool.
Now that's all-wheel drive, right?
It is.
See, so you're set for the winter too.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I hope so.
All right,
Yeah,
all right,
very
all right.
nice.
Yeah.
I want to go for a ride in it.
Yeah.
We'll call that Conorific. Conorific. All right. And it's not just a K-cup for coffee makers. You know, they have a blend called Kona.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, Kona.
blend.
Yeah, I don't drink coffee, so.
Yeah, Conorific. Dre, what's up?
And it's so funny you bring up coffee because I just need a damn cup of coffee.
Like right now?
Like right now.
I might get a cup.
There's a Keurig out in the,
Yeah, we got a Keurig
in the
out in the
kitchen
break
area.
Coffee. Like I've had such a bad couple of days. Like one thing after the next.
Dre, I wish you'd give me something hard to. I wish that was the hardest thing I had to fix.
And man, I don't know. I just need coffee.
I'm gonna get you coffee. We'll call it coffee for me. That's what. That's your.
Thank you, Jack.
Your what's up. My what's up is I'm still having car issues.
Well, what's going on?
Well, the Santa Fe is totaled.
Okay.
My hoopty
we thought we
the
knew
hoopty
that.
is totaled.
Yeah.
You can't. It's going to cost. It's like $3,000 plus tax.
All right.
It's hard to believe that a deer.
I told you guys that deer was huge, and our good friend Paul the mechanic, he's like, I'll fix it, and he can fix it, but it took such a shot. Paul disassembled the car, and anybody that follows me on Facebook saw the pictures of the wreck, and the wreck doesn't even look bad.
Right.
But when you get into the mechanics of it, forget it. It's like $3,000, and I just don't have it.
So what are you going to do? You're going to get a new car?
I have no idea. I still don't know what I'm going to do yet because it's not a decision that I can right now financially make lightly. I mean, you guys think we're millionaires out there. What is the opposite of a millionaire? Would be like a poorinaire?
A poorinaire.
So I'm like a poorinaire.
You should go see my guy at Healy.
Maybe I
at
will.
Hyundai.
Wasn't your guy's name like Tank?
Yeah, his name is Tank. But the best thing is, get this. So I walked in, and you know I hate shopping for cars. His birth date, same identical date, month, and year as me.
See, I was meant to be.
Yeah.
Oh, so you went.
And he's a former military guy, so you'd get along great with him.
So here's the deal. All right. Both Andre and I know this dealership for decades.
Mm-hmm.
We know this. So I'm going to plug.
That's where I just bought my car from.
Oh, you got your car there too. That's right. So we're plugging them. Plugging them.
Yeah.
Executive decision. All in favor?
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Nays? Well, I don't. Shut up.
I didn't get a car.
There's a really great car corporation around locally to us, and it's called Healy Brothers. And Dwight and Paul Healy are just like two of the coolest cats ever. And as a matter of fact, I think he's like one of the hired, like a general manager for where you bought your car, Delight. Ran into Rich Knudsen. And I haven't seen Rich Knudsen in probably 10 or 15 years, and we ran into each other. And, like, we didn't skip a beat. He's just a really cool dude. And so, Healy Brothers, Hyundai, thank you for taking care of our very lovely Delight.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And don't be afraid when you go into a dealership and the dude's name is Tank. So
He's every bit as tall as you are, and he's built.
That's why they call him Tank.
Oh, so he's
built.
he's like a non-fat version of me.
He's not fat at all.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's not fat. I got a bit of a gut.
You don't have any. You're skinny as a rail.
I got a bit of a gut.
All right,
Look like
whatever.
Starving Marvin.
I guess, man.
Whatever.
All right, whatever. So that's what's up, ladies and gentlemen. From anything from new cars to crash cars to I just need a damn cup of coffee. That's what goes on here on the Electric Radio Show. Coming up, he's ready. He's got the headlines. He might be half in the bag. It's Tom Brokejaw next on the Electric Radio Show.
2 sugars, please.
Happy Columbus Day, yeah.
You know, back in my
day, we didn't have all this highfalutin technology with all your texting and Googling and iPhoning and iHopping. When I was a kid, know how we communicated? We talked. Yeah, you actually spoke to each other. And if you didn't like what they said, you punched them in the face. All these smartphones, phooey! They're not smart, they're dumb. All these kids watching movies and shows on their 6-inch phone. Back in my day, we watched shows on the TV. Yeah, you could actually see the screen without squinting. You put rabbit ears and foil on top of it, good old black and white reception. Those were the days. Just stupid what you kids do today. Why don't you go get a job and stay out of my yard with your stupid phones? I'm gonna go make me some oatmeal.
The Electric Radio Show.
Yeah, it gets me in the zone. It kind of like tunes everything else out for me.
The hottest radio show on the planet.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Let's take a look at the headlines. With all the news, it is the news. Wouldn't be the news without him. Here's the news guy from the newsroom, Tom Brokejaw.
This is Tom Brokejaw with an Electric Radio Show news brief. For the first time ever, we start with breaking news.
This is breaking news.
An entire 15 minutes has gone by without another mysterious Brett Kavanaugh accuser coming forward. This has been breaking news. Senator Orrin Hatch called Dr. Christine Blasey Ford, quote, attractive and pleasing. To Hatch's credit, he refrained from calling her a saucy dame with a fine set of gams. President Trump says he'll get rid of the, quote, lingering stench at the Department of Justice and FBI. Coincidentally, lingering stench is Jeff Sessions' Secret Service code name. Michael Moore's new movie, Fahrenheit 11/9, had a miserable opening weekend, making just over $3 million. So, if you count what Michael Moore spent at Pizza Hut over the weekend, he broke even. Rap mogul Suge Knight was sentenced to 28 years in prison, but with good behavior, he'll be out in 10. So Suge Knight will spend 28 years in prison. Rosie O'Donnell may join the talk, which is great because it's not like anyone could ever get sick of Rosie O'Donnell. The first photo of Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker is out. He looked wild-eyed, mangy, and imbalanced, and even worse, as the Joker. Sharon Osbourne says she only wants to have sex with Ozzy Osbourne on special occasions, like when he's coherent. And finally, a woman in Spain claims she found a dead turtle in her vagina. Read about it in her new book, The Tortoise and the Hare. This is Tom Brokejaw with an Electric Radio Show news brief.
Coming up in just a couple... What's the matter, Andre? You all right, man? Coming up in just a couple of minutes, Cold Hard Cash with Andre on the Electric Radio Show.
Hey, this is your local wise guys here to wish you a happy Columbo Day. What? Quiet down. This is the day we celebrate that Italian explorer that wore a trench coat and lost his keys.
Hey, moron! Shut up!
All right, now to celebrate, all of our offices will be closed today, including our loan sharking department, protection racket, gambling debt collection, and prostitution services.
That's the way Columbo would have wanted it, boss. Holy Lord!
Yeah, there you go. Now, why'd you make me do that? We're here to celebrate the life of a famous crime-solving sailor. What? Something funny? You about to laugh? Huh? So from my family to yours, happy Columbo. Happy Columbo. Jeez, I'll see you on Tuesday. Wait, now why do you guys make me do this?
Jack Hammer and Andre K. They're a hangnail on the middle finger of life. TheElectricRadioShow.com.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Wouldn't we all just love cold, hard cash?
Mm-hmm.
Cold, hard cash is king. Remember? Hey, Mama, cash is king.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you
Cash
give me
is
some
king.
then?
Well,
freaking creep.
I know a guy who he does not trust banks whatsoever. For whatever reason, he hides all his money around his house.
Really?
Under his mattress, everywhere.
Got to be old school.
He's got like safes in the house, everything. And it kind of reminded me of this lady. This lady, her name is Renee Reese Thornton. No, I'm sorry, Renee Reese of Thornton, Colorado.
Okay.
She says that she stored her life savings, which was $35,000, inside her freezer.
All right.
Okay.
Hence
so
cold, hard cash. All right, I
there
get
you go.
it.
Exactly.
Kinda
Cold hard
ties in.
cash. So picture, $35,000 in this lady's freezer.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. Not much room for food in there, right?
No, but you got the scarf in there.
But she put it in Ziploc bags.
Okay.
So it was in Ziploc bags and it was wrapped in paper towels, so it would kind of blend in with the freezer, looking like,
in case anybody ever came in and robbed the joint.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
All right, so you got this in your head, right?
Yep.
35,000 Ziploc bags.
If it's all in hundreds, it's a pretty sizable amount of bags. Couple.
Yeah. Right?
Couple of bags, sure.
It'd still be done.
Yeah.
Well, her theory was that if the house ever burned down, that the cash would be safe in the freezer.
That's actually pretty good because a refrigerator, unless it's a raging blaze, that's going to survive a fire.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so far I'm with her.
Okay. So, but now here's the strange thing. Apparently, Renee returned the freezer to Costco in June, and she forgot that the cash was in the freezer.
Come on.
This is what she is.
No, dude, come on.
This is what she's claiming.
No,
she forgot.
all lies.
Not buying it.
All lies.
I call BS.
The cash. And now again, as I said in the beginning of the story, think about $35,000.
Think about your life savings
stuffed in Ziploc bags in the freezer. I mean, do you think like that's an oversight?
The part where, in case there's a fire, I totally understand it if you're going to keep that amount of cash in the house. But did you not even take the milk out before you returned it?
And that's my point. Like, is this an oversight? Like, was it hidden that well?
I mean, unless you're pulling, like, in a modern freezer, they're compartmentalized, and there's usually a deck. Did she take the deck up? And I don't know, man.
I don't know.
But, dude,
I don't think so.
No, I'm not buying it. I call BS.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, she returned the freezer, and she's saying that she forgot that the cash was in the freezer. It was returned to Costco, and by the time she realized that she'd given Costco the freezer plus $35,000, it was too late. She opened a claim with them, and they haven't found the cash. And so far, that all they're saying is that they're looking into it. They're doing. Like,
wait a minute. Maybe it's not a fridge. Maybe it's one of those meat freezers.
It could be a freezer, like a.
But still, did you not clean it out?
Exactly. You're returning it to Costco. You got to take the damn food out of it.
Right. You would open the the door of the freezer. You would look in there.
Whoever took the freezer back,
they obviously would have to look in there.
They're checking it out. And they're going, I'm going to Disneyland.
Yeah. All right, Miss Jones.
Thank you. We'll take this back.
We'll take it back.
Hell, give her a refund.
But
and all the French fries she can eat.
Yeah, exactly. So there you have it. I don't know. She lost $35,000, her life savings.
I bought Bridget dog food that she won't eat, and I'm like, I bought 8 cans of this stuff. It's like expensive. It's like $3 a can, and I'm embarrassed to take it back and exchange it for the food that she does like. My mother-in-law, who I love to
embarrassed?
My mother-in-law's like, she's angelic. I put her right there with my own mother.
Really?
And she's like, Jack, what are you so embarrassed for? She says, take it back. She says, take it to them and tell them the food you want, and it's the same brand. She said, they'll exchange it for you. I said, I don't have a receipt. She says, it doesn't matter. Take it back to them.
I can relate a little bit. I do hate taking things back, and I do I can't stand using coupons for some reason.
Coupons I don't mind.
It just bothers me. I can't stand
I don't have a problem using coupons.
Nah,
like
coupons.
looking through and
dude, if
it's
you
just like they want $4 for the thing, just pay it.
No,
like
man.
I feel
straight
that
up.
way.
Here's the deal: if you do like a shop, my wife does a shopping list.
No,
dude, and those coupons go in at the end, and you watch your bill go.
You watch it come way down. I know.
First of all, it's not the grocery store that's losing out on the money; it's the manufacturer. So what happens is when you go into Stop and Shop and you're using, let's say, 10
which
coupons,
is a local supermarket to us in this region.
Right. So Stop and Shop takes those coupons, they send them back to Procter and Gamble or whatever.
I don't care who's losing the money. That's not why I don't look.
The coupons you got to do.
There's a line of people.
Do you realize that sometimes it spits out a coupon at the end that says like $20 off your next purchase?
Yeah, I know. Dude, it's 20. I don't have time for it.
Dude,
I just want to.
Dude, if I had your money, I'd burn mine.
I can't. Take
I got
it.
time.
I can't.
I do. I have plenty of time for that. If I had,
and if I go to the self checkout and my coupon's not working, I will wait for them to fix it.
Damn right.
And that's what I can't stand. I can't stand if something goes wrong. I got to stand there
because it's always
what it takes 4 cents off of my order.
It's
Come
not
on.
4 cents.
Here, lady. Here's 4 cents. Let's move.
It's always the coupon that says $20 off your next purchase. That doesn't work.
And I'm just a single person. Okay, I had 1 week. I had $15 worth of coupons.
That's a lot of
That's
damn. That's a damn almost a full tank of gas for the old car.
That's a lot of money. You start adding that up.
I get it, but I don't have patience.
So the takeaway from this story is, if you hide money in the freezer and you're going to bring it back, take the money out.
Or be a dumbass like this woman.
And I think our podcast is going to be called "If I Had Andre's Money, I'd Burn Mine." That's what we're going to call the podcast. So there you go. If you're going to return something to Costco, make sure your wallet's not in there. Coming up in a little bit in the Underground Spotlight, he may not want to be associated with us anymore after the show. I don't know. It's a good friend of ours, John David Schrader. I Don't Mind in the Underground Spotlight.
Good stuff.
Off of the Grammy-nodded album 21 Summers. And this is going to be the third time that we have talked about Ghosted on this program. Usually 2 of the 3 involve D-Light.
Right.
Because you ghost people, man. Come on, man. Stop playing a role. You ghosted so many dudes.
I think somebody ghosted you too, didn't they?
I've had it happen to me before. Of course.
Yeah, but she ghosts more than she gets ghosted.
Yeah, she does.
But this time, Ghosted, it may or may not apply to D-Light. Stick around. It's coming up on the Electric Radio Show.
Yankees a strike away. And a shot picked up by Walker. Defensive replacement. Flips to Chapman. Ball game is over. The New York Yankees are moving on to the American League Division Series. And a 7-2 final as the Yankees take down the Oakland A's in the wild card game of 2018.
National Taco Day.
I'm kind of in the mood for tacos.
Every day is Taco Day.
Can I get my tacos?
Delicious. Making some fish tacos.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Delicious and adorable.
Taco Day.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Licking a stack of taco shells.
And I love them, and I'll take care of them.
We love them too much.
Music is awesome, and the tacos are.
It's Columbus Day.
I'm gonna sail across the ocean in them there 3 boats.
When Columbus and his crew arrived on their second visit to Hispaniola, they took captive about 2,000 local villagers who had come out to greet them.
Mighty fine and a great big howdy, buckaroos and buckarooettes.
They resented their lands and children being taken and attempted to fight back against the invaders.
We've been invaded by a pompous radio ham.
Listen up, this'll only take a second.
I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey.
Hey, you shut your face. If we want to hear you talk, I will shove my arm up there and work your mouth like a puppet.
Live from the radio station that never uses pre-recorded voices. Here's the show that would probably watch more Oprah if she would start doping. The show that keeps its imaginary college girlfriends where they belong. In the bathroom, after the wife has gone to sleep.
Let's have a great day, everybody. Shut your pie hole. We're working here.
It's the Electric Radio Show. We're working over here.
I don't know, man. I think he's getting liquored up. But I did see
Sacred Owl?
Sacred Hammer.
Ah!
Sacred Owl is not on the show this week.
And I don't think he's getting liquored up either.
No.
Well,
although, if he's watching the kids,
he might be.
He may be high right now. He may be smoking the blood.
You never know.
Coming up in just a little bit in the Underground Spotlight, our featured artist of the week. I love him like a brother. Grammy nominee John David Schrader. His tune I Don't Mind from 21 Summers is coming up. And we're going to also touch on D-Light's favorite pastime, ghosting. Coming up on the Electric Radio Show.
Columbus Day is here, it's time to celebrate. Even though you're working on this holiday, in 1492, discover the ocean blue. That's not exactly true, 'cause everybody knew the Atlantic Ocean was there. I guess what I meant to say in that previous verse is he discovered the new world that Native Americans discovered first. Happy Columbus Day!
The hottest radio network on the planet. The Electric Radio Show.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Actually, this dude doesn't even need us.
Who's that? John?
John, man. He's got, I don't know, he's working on his, I think, 5th album right now.
He's got his 5th album coming out, and I believe he's on more radio stations than we are.
Yeah, I know that, and big round of applause to our affiliates that have picked up John David Schrader.
Yeah, and I noticed a lot of them.
A lot of our affiliates, especially our affiliates that play indie music.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome, and we love you because these artists work hard. John does freaking everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. From playing all the instruments.
He writes
that you hear.
everything.
He writes it.
He's got a
plays
band.
it. He records
He's got a band that plays live. No.
Not anymore.
Oh.
It's John David Schrader, man. He's out on his own.
Oh, wow.
And is this 5th album coming up right now? I don't even know. I've been calling. I talked to him on the phone, and I'm like, dude, what's the album called? And he's like, man, John. Well, that's a pretty good John David.
That's a really good John David Schrader.
Well, Jack,
that sounds just like him.
I got to tell you, I working on an album. It's got a really cool vibe, and son of a bitch, I don't know what I'm going to call it.
That's really good, Jack.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'll give myself a bell.
Yeah.
It's my John David Schrader.
How are you, John? How you doing?
I'm good, Andre. How you doing?
That's good.
D-Light,
good of you to stop by.
Can you do me a favor and just not show me so much cleavage?
No, that's part of my charm.
Well, that's nice, D-Light. I'm going to write a song about you. I'm going to call it Her Honker Send Me. I'm telling you, he's never coming back on the show. John, I love you like my own brother, man. Here's John David Schrader. It's I Don't Mind. Nobody's going to submit anymore. If he's going to be like that, I'm not submitting anything.
I don't think that's true.
Here's John David Schrader from 21 Summers. Here's I Don't Mind on the Electric Radio Show.
Swore you'd take me running away from here. Heard a melody humming, but I didn't care. Now you need what you need, no blood from the bleeders to spare. Should bathe in the moment, but I've lost my seal. The pain is yours now, own it. Sing to me how it feels. You knew what you did when you did it, now it's less than
go.
All right.
I worked real hard on that
Good
album.
work, John.
I'm telling you, I put my heart and soul into that.
Really, really good stuff.
Jack, you're a jackass.
John David Schrader.
Yeah.
That's I Don't Mind. Off his album 21 Summers. I believe his website is johnschraderband.com. We'll put it up on our Facebook page, but make sure to check it out. His other CDs. And I'm telling you, man, remember his album Daylight Crashing came out?
Daylight Crashing is a really good album, too.
I think I honestly burned that CD out from playing it. John's just got he's an awesomely talented guy. He's a great, and we really do. We love John a lot.
We'll have to have him back up.
I'm right here. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, you're right. John.
You know he's pretty easy on the eyes, too.
Yeah, thank you, Daylight. Let me see some more cleavage. Maybe whip out a nipple.
Get out of here.
If you want to be just like John, or maybe not. Or maybe not. Maybe you choose to not opine to us, but simply go to theelectricradioshow.com and click on the banner for the Underground Spotlight.
I'm really sorry that I did.
Coming up, D-Light's Pastime, Ghosted 3. Coming up next on the Electric Radio Show.
Tonight on Bravo, it's time-traveling reality TV with Christopher Columbus as he arrives with his crew from the Jersey Shore.
I, Christopher Columbus, claiming this land for Queen Isabella.
Christopher Columbus comes face-to-face with reality TV.
Hey, who trashed the bathroom on the Santa Maria?
All I got to say is that bathroom wasn't in the greatest condition to begin with.
Time traveling with Christopher Columbus.
When we get back home, we gonna be heroes, boys.
Joey D taking over Italy.
Time traveling with Christopher Columbus tonight on Bravo. It'll be way better than that lame parade.
Say, Land Ho, you talking about Snooki, right?
If your radio sounds funny, it can only mean one thing. You're listening to The Electric Radio Show. TheElectricRadioShow.com.
It's The Electric Radio Show. Halloween's coming up. You guys go to D-Light. You got to go to Halloween parties. I'm sure you do.
I do. Uh-huh.
Do you dress up?
I do sometimes.
What has been like, what's been your best costume?
Probably Naughty Red Riding Hood.
Oh, I can totally see that.
I'd like to see it too.
The John David Hammer will be appearing throughout the show today. So, Naughty Red Riding Hood?
Yeah.
This is totally for you. This is just entirely for you. Dressing up as a ghost for Halloween has just evolved for the worse. I mean, way, way worse. The costume is a white dress. All right? Picture this.
Dress.
A white dress with 5 blue text message bubbles printed on it. They say in this order, see you tonight. Then 3 question marks. Are you okay? Hello? And guess not. So basically, it's the full progression of realizing you've been ghosted.
I get it.
Dude, here, I'll give you this. It's
so
from.
You can be ghosted for Halloween.
Yeah, you can be
really
ghosted
cool.
for Halloween. I mean, actually, if you ladies out there want it costs about $25. Mashable put it up. I mean, you could get the image right here off the paper, but I just sent D-Light the actual pictures, and we're going to put it up on the Electric Radio Show Facebook page.
I like that a lot.
It is hilarious.
That is really cool.
It is a girl wearing a white dress with those
awesome
text message bubbles on it. See you tonight. Are you okay? Hello. Guess not. Ghosted.
If you think about it, there's just nothing that people won't make money on. Like
I'm telling you, dude.
They'll just make money on everything.
And you know what, man? Hats off to him, man.
Sure, why not? If you can make some cash on that.
We had a dude that we worked with, or this was before your time, actually, when we were doing the morning show on the flamethrower.
Okay, before my time?
Yeah, it was before your time. The morning host's name, I'm not going to put his full name out there because I don't have his permission. His first name was Mark.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Right. Great dude. Shared an office with him for, I don't know, about 3 or 4 years. Awesome cat. To this day, about 30 years later, still keep in touch with him. We did our annual Halloween party for the radio station.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dude, what are you going to go dressed as? And he goes, I don't know. He comes in. He comes to the party and he's dressed in like this. He's dressed pretty nice, but he's got like an exclamation point on him. He's got a question mark on him. He's got a period on him. And I'm like, what the hell is that? He says, I'm here as punctuation mark.
That's good.
And dude, it was totally priceless. The dude's a brilliant cat.
Fun.
I still love him to this day. So, Mark, you know who you are. I know you listen because you're going, hey, how are they doing this? Come on, true. Mark. Come on. We'll bring you on.
Yeah, we'll
come to the
we'll
dark
show you
side.
how it's done.
Yeah, we'll show you. We don't need those guys. We'll show you. So Ghosted, and that's from that was from Mashable. So I could totally see D-Light pulling this off.
Yeah.
So D-Light, post those pictures, please, if you would, to the Electric Radio Show Facebook page, and put them out on Instagram.
Okay.
If you would.
Which brings up a really good, quick question. What are you going to be for Halloween this year?
Me?
Yeah.
I honestly don't know.
Aren't you going to be in Florida for Halloween?
Oh, that's right. Because
for Halloween, I got you.
Didn't you had brought it? I don't know. You and my wife talked. I have no idea. Something about some dress-up day at.
Like SeaWorld or
last
something.
trip?
SeaWorld you're like right next to SeaWorld, and I think there's some kind of.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
Your wife is like your travel agent. She's just like, you got to be here at this time.
Yeah.
My
She's your
wife
manager.
is totally. She gives me an itinerary.
Yeah, that's cool.
She's Jack. We have to do this, and we have to be here at this.
Here's your flight schedule.
I'm pretty sure you're in Florida.
I know.
For Halloween.
You know what? Now that you bring it up, I am. You know what I wanted to do is for Halloween was Universal does I don't know if they do it in Florida. I know they do it in California, The Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
They do this whole Walking Dead walkthrough for Halloween.
Oh,
it's
that's cool.
Freaking sick.
Yeah,
really
I can't see your wife doing that.
Good friend of ours of the show.
Is that the one? Is that the thing that you go through with like it's like a laser gun?
No, it's like almost like a haunted mansion kind of thing you walk through, but it's full on Walking Dead and it's totally legit.
Because I saw a Walking Dead kind of thing where it's almost like laser tag.
Yes.
And you go through and
we were at Walker Stalker Con. They had that.
Oh, okay.
When we went to Walker Stalker in Jersey.
Out like
yeah, you
walkers.
can go in and walk through.
That's
and
really
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, they do a whole bunch of great stuff. Coming up in just a little bit.
I'll be back. I'll sing another song.
No. No. D-Light's up next with the Hollywood Hot Wire.
I hope D-Light went with the hot wire.
Go get a cup of coffee, John.
Yeah, maybe I need a little something for my throat.
There you go.
Coming up on the Electric Radio Show.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. We got some wonderful people for you.
All you mommies and daddies out there who complain to the radio station, I got something to say to you.
And the first thing you gotta do is say the call letters properly. Okay?
It's an incredible metamorphosis of love and emotion and sensitivity and tenderness and fun and joy and happiness.
I do know that this show represents help and hope.
The Electric Radio Show.
Every October, all spirits get restless, and evil lurks around every corner. Tune in to the Electric Radio Show. Jack Hammer, Andre Kane will ghost hunt and investigate the unknown live on your radio. In the month of October will be the scariest thing you've ever heard. Listen in live to the ghost adventures. You won't want to leave your radio even for a minute. It's the Electric Radio Show's Ghost Hunting in the month of October. You've never heard anything this real and this scary before. Tune into the Electric Radio Show for an experience you'll never forget. Don't miss out. It's the Electric Radio Show's Ghost Hunt.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Let's see what's going on in the Wood of Holly. It's the Hollywood Hot Wire with D-Light.
Okay, taking a look around the internet for what's trending in Tinseltown. Less than a day into his prison sentence, Bill Cosby was assaulted by another inmate. According to the not always reliable Radar Online, someone threw a stale hot dog bun at him. That's what Bill supposedly told his wife Camille when he called her from the joint. He added that he fell down some stairs because nobody was guiding him. Bill is legally blind. He also told Camille, quote, "They took my cane, ties, and shoelaces because they think I will harm myself." And he begged her to do whatever she could to get him out as soon as possible.
Somebody put a hot dog in my face.
It was just
Don't worry about it, Bill. In the joint, it's just a hot dog. I'll write a song about it. I appreciate it.
All right.
John, help me.
Moving on here. Jersey Shore's JWoww Jenny Farley has filed for divorce from husband Roger Matthews.
Yes, she's available again.
Okay. The couple have 2 young children together. In her official filing, it stated, the plaintiff and the defendant have irreconcilable differences which have caused the breakdown of the marriage for a period of at least 6 months. Matthews wrote on his Instagram account, quote, "My wife filed for divorce. It's true. I don't blame her. There's no cheating or any dumb S word or any juicy details. She just grew tired of the repetitive pattern that we fell into, and it was not a good one." The duo tied the knot in October 2015 after nearly 5 years together.
How now, JWoww?
She's kind of skanky, don't
No,
you think?
man, no, I don't. I do not.
Wow.
No. And then when she punched the situation in the face,
like that, you find that
it's
attractive?
freaking hot as hell.
You find that attractive?
I might write a song about it. As a matter of fact, I just came up with it right now. I'm going to call this JWoww. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. JWoww. How now? Whip them out, wow. Jack Hammer's ready now. That's my song, Ode to JWoww. Hope you like it.
Wow.
John David Hammer, everybody.
JWoww.
All right. So, nothing makes better TV than people in their 60s talking about their sexual activity.
Absolutely.
So, last week, The Talk treated us to a thrilling report from Sharon Osbourne on her sex life with husband Ozzy. She said sex is a bone of contention in their house because, quote, "He's got a problem. He's just like a rabbit, but I'm only into it on like birthdays, Christmas. At this point in my life, it's special occasions only." She also joked, quote, "We're in our 37th year. No wonder he fiddles other people." No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He's a good boy. So I don't know.
I might write a song about it.
Go ahead. What do you think?
There you can't mention his name.
There he is.
You can't mention his name at all. Oh, look. Oh, just fell into the door.
Careful there, buddy.
I'm sorry. I almost can't see anymore. It's just, I heard somebody mention my name and I just went crazy. That's how it goes. My little Winky. It looks at my toes. Sharon. She doesn't lock it. But I'm sorry, I'm a man. I locked me teeth. We got 2 kids to prove. When Sharon wants to, boy, she can move. Going off the rails on a crazy train.
All right, go on.
I don't think I'm ever having sex again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everybody. I have to go into the dog closet now with a roll of Charmin toilet paper. If you know what I'm talking about.
Ozzy Osbourne, everybody.
All right.
Holy cow, I don't think I could take all the impressions in one show. So there you go. Thank you, D-Light. That's what's happening in Hollywood.
That's
so
what's
go ahead and wrap it up.
That's what's twinkling in Tinseltown this week. So don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Studio ERS.
Coming up in just a little bit, 911 to the rescue. Geez, I wonder what that means. Coming up on the Electric Radio Show.
An explorer in search of a new land. Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand gave him some money and then waved goodbye. Instead of Indochina, he discovered the Bahama Islands. Their GPS stunk. back then. Here we are on Columbus Day, we got time off from work. The rebates and tomorrow. Gonna buy a Sealy Posturepedic day that he arrived was in 1492.
Hi, I heard you talking about Columbus Day, so I figured I'd call in and share a couple thoughts. I'm actually not supposed to be on the phone right now because I'm at work, but hopefully I won't get caught. The thing that's weird about Columbus Day is every year, if you put on the news, they always show Native Americans protesting how gay your mom is.
FEMA tested out its new presidential alert system, sending a simultaneous message to every cell phone in America at 2:18 p.m. Or if you're on T-Mobile, 2:51 p.m.
Let's get to some news here today at 2:18 p.m. as part of the new emergency alert system. President Trump texted the entire country at once. And Trump said whoever responded first will officially become the next Supreme Court justice. That's how they're doing it now. That's fair. That's how they're doing it. That's right. There's a new FEMA alert system that allowed Trump to text the whole country. It was a historic moment because it's the first time Eric Trump has ever gotten a text from his dad. He's like, he knows who I am. He knows who I am. That's right. And everybody got this on their phones. Take a look at this. It said, presidential alert. This is a test of the National Wireless Emergency Alert System. No action is needed. A few minutes later, Trump sent another one, said, presidential alert, hand stuck in Pringles can. Again, action is needed. So you're using it wrong.
Columbus was a man of his times.
We're gonna find the new world for sure today.
Slavery was a customary part of European society.
$100,000? That's enough to buy slaves.
It didn't seem in any way unnatural for Columbus or the other settlers.
And they said they discovered America.
Hi there, can I help you folks?
And that's like my walking past your house and just walk inside and sit down.
All right, come on in and take a seat. We're gonna have some fun.
And you come home and ask me, what am I doing there? I said, well, I just discovered your home.
They have no idea there's a shocking wake-up call in store.
You're in a state of shock, emotional trauma, brain damage. He's got brain damage and doesn't even know it.
I told you what I do, and I drive around in my electric car, and people look at me like I'm the ice cream man.
Does your electric car have a little thing go?
See, that's the mistake. I did get that.
We're going to be the biggest thing since Edison harnessed electricity.
If you change that dial, you'll get an electric shock.
The devastation and destruction that has occurred to your face, it's really pretty shocking.
Do you want to become a shock jock? Is that what you want?
I am in shock.
It's just shocking.
The neighbors down there that didn't have electricity managed to put together pots of soup.
What's that? Rove walked? First time he's done that in years. Seriously, did his legs go into shock?
Madam, you have suffered an emotional shock.
Stay in your seats. Please don't panic. We interrupt your entertainment for a shocking announcement.
It's the Electric Radio Show, everybody. Coming up in just a little bit, Andre's got a tune called, a tune.
No, that's me, Jack. I'm sorry.
I could sing it for you if you'd like.
I'm rubbing off on you, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, all right.
I think I'm gonna go out to the green room and get. There's some fresh cannolis out there. I'm gonna try them out.
Yeah, try them.
Get a cup of coffee.
Andre's got a story called Indecent Proposal coming up. Sacred Owl, your trusted Zodiac Maniac, is not here. So your untrusted Zodiac Maniac, Sacred Hammer, I believe, will be stepping in for that. And we constantly read stories. I mean, we go through our stories. Like it really, I mean, it legitimately does because we all work. Mm-hmm. And it takes us a week to prep for this show. I mean, we were doing this full time, it'd be a piece of cake. Right. It'd be no problem at all. But we go through story after story after story, and it gets to the point that Andre will text me. He's like, dude, do you see all these 911 stories? People calling 911 in a McDonald's drive-thru because they didn't get a burger or whatever.
Crazy.
This is kind of, it's along that same vein, but it's kind of cute at the same time. So we'll give you 911 to the rescue. Coming up here in just a minute on the Electric Radio Show.
You're listening to the Electric Radio Show. No saturated fats, no cholesterol, no chlorofluorocarbons, No artificial flavors or artificial colors. Funny how, with all that's going for us, we're still bad for you. The Electric Radio Show.
In 1492, 3 ships sailed out to sea, the Nina and the Pinta and the Santa Maria. And as they sailed the stormy sea on that historic day, from way up in the crow's nest you could hear Luigi say, "Please, Mr. Columbus, turn the ship around. Take me back, I want to feel my 2 feet on the ground. Why, you tell Isabella that the world is round. Please, Mr. Columbus, turn the ship around." But Chris took out his mandolin and he began to play. They sang and danced a tarantelle until the break of day. They ate up all the provolone and drank up all the wine. But still up in the crow's nest you could hear Luigi crying, "Please, Mr. Columbus, turn the ship around. Take me back, I want to feel my 2 feet on the ground. Why, you tell Isabella that the world is round. Please, Mr. Columbus, turn the ship around." And then one day they sighted land just off the starboard bow. Columbus said, "I told you so, the journey's over now." And Indians shouted from the shore, "E portate nubi et se van." Luigi turned around and said, "Hey, tu sei pure Italian. Please, Mr. Columbus, don't take me back no more. I'm going to stay right here and make the chief my father-in-law. I'm glad you tell Isabella that the world is round. I don't know where we are, but there's paisanas all around."
It's the Electric Radio Show and 911 to the rescue.
132 in Bush. I've got him at gunpoint. Okay, we'll still send a code 3.
All right. This is from UPI and Facebook. I'm pretty sure that back when I was in elementary school and I was trying to do some long division, I needed emergency help too.
I'm sure.
Okay.
The cops in Fort Carson, Colorado, released a 911 recording a few days ago. Get this. When a 10-year-old kid called up for help with his math homework.
Okay.
He told the dispatcher he was struggling with 3,052 divided by 71. And the dispatcher actually helped this kid. But the dispatcher used a calculator because he admitted he couldn't do long division either. You guys want to hear this call?
Yeah. Sure.
I actually, believe it or not, I have the call. Check this out.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
Hi, yeah, this is an emergency, but I'm 10 years old and I'm working on my math homework right now, and I can't figure out what 71 divided by 3,052 is.
What is the, how much?
What? 71 divided by 3,052.
3,052?
Yeah.
I could try to help you. I don't know how to do that off the top of my head either at the moment, so.
Okay, thanks.
1 second. Are you working on decimals or?
I'm working on division.
Okay. So are you sure it's 71 divided by that, or is it 3,052 divided by 71?
It's 3,052 divided by 71.
Okay. 1 second. Because just doing it on a calculator, it's 42.98, which you would round up to like 43.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Is that all you needed?
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you go.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
All right, man, you got to admit that's
cool.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool. You know,
that's really pretty cool.
See, I don't think it's funny, cute, or I think it's ridiculous.
Why?
Well, listen.
Because, all right, well, first of all,
wait, hold on. Let me finish.
There's a legitimate emergency.
But obviously there wasn't.
I got to finish the story first. Even though that Andre and I think it's a cool moment, the police had to issue a statement reminding people to only call 911 with a genuine, real emergency. Now, D-Light, please go.
Well, that's what I'm just saying. That
Okay.
Now this 10-year-old is now setting an example for other 10-year-olds. Oh, okay. This one became famous. Let me try it now.
I think you need to go to Halloween dressed as a witch.
I'm just saying.
I'm sure it was a slow night, and the guy was probably not very busy.
Well,
although I will
should
say,
have said to the kid, "Look, this is really not what 911 is for."
This is not what 911 is.
I think he handled it really cool.
But honestly, it's 42.98.
Oh, did you check it?
It is. It's actually the dispatcher was right.
That's good.
3,052 divided by 71 is 42.98, rounded up to 43.
Very good, Jack. Now I know
I'm
somebody.
reading that in the story.
Okay.
Because I've had a couple of these.
I believe you. So I actually
I'll attest to it.
I actually know somebody who called 911, and now this is an adult. Okay, they called 911 because they lost their keys to the car.
Really?
Couldn't find the car keys.
Do we mutually
and had
know
to
this
be
person?
somewhere? So called and called 911.
Do we mutually know this person?
Yeah. I mean, I know this person a little better than you.
Have we worked with this person?
No.
Oh, okay. Because that's totally something that dude would do.
But couldn't find her car keys. She had to be somewhere.
Okay.
And couldn't find her car keys and called 911 and said, "I can't find my car keys." So they were like, "Ma'am, this is this is for an emergency."
Yeah.
And then she found her car keys and she called 911 back to let them know that she found her car keys. It's not a big deal.
Cancel the task force. I found my keys. I totally get
I love
it.
that story.
I totally get what you're saying. Little dude was 10 years old. At least he knows how to dial 911.
I'm just saying.
But, and again, I want to reiterate what the Fort Carson, Colorado Police Department said, even though it was a cool moment, the police have to issue a statement reminding people to only call 911 with a real emergency.
Right.
But you know what? My hat is still off to that dispatcher.
Yeah,
whoever
sure.
he was.
Sure. I think he handled it great.
911 to the rescue. We go from 911 to the rescue to an indecent proposal. Andre's got that coming up next on the Electric Radio Show.
This show proudly presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today, we salute you, Mr. Forced to Work on Columbus Day.
Mr. Forced to Work on Columbus Day.
Of all the atrocities, what's next? Working on Groundhog Day? Why not just set fire to the American flag?
Human rights violation.
How are you going to watch the children unwrap their presents? Who's going to carve the Columbus Day turkey?
Holiday of horror.
You've already decorated the Columbus Day tree, fought the crowds at the mall, flew in relatives from out of town. What's next? No bonus check?
Let my people go now.
So go ahead, take off that Columbus Day hat. Stop singing those Columbus Day carols. Because after all, the way this company ignores holiday tradition, you might even have to cancel your United Nations Day barbecue.
Mr. Forced to Work on Columbus Day.
We love this show.
Well, maybe you're used to it, but for me, it was kind of a surprise.
The Electric Radio Show.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Indecent proposal. Cue the indecent proposal music.
There it is.
What?
So every once in a while, Jack, I come across these stories, and they're just unbelievably entertaining.
And right up my alley.
And we have to bring it to the table.
Absolutely.
So this one is no different. Earlier this month, actually earlier last month, a guy in Mexico City, he hired a mariachi band to come to his house.
We've done that.
And we have done that. You're right.
Look at our videos.
Not to come to our house, but to
Cinco
come
de Mayo.
to the radio station and cause a ruckus.
That's right.
Yeah, you can find that video on our website, theelectricradioshow.com. Anyway, this guy, he hired a mariachi band to come to his house and surprise his girlfriend by playing a song underneath their balcony. How sweet, right?
That's a really great idea.
Sure.
Okay.
So the reason why he did this is because he was planning on proposing to her at the end of the song. So they were going to play the song underneath the balcony in the moonlight, and then he was going to pop the question right there.
Makes total sense. Absolutely.
Right.
So the woman came out of the house to see the band. She heard the band playing, so she comes out. And it turned out that the lead singer was her husband.
What?
The lady's husband. Come on. You're serious. So,
Come on.
Obviously, she was married, and she hadn't told her new boyfriend, who was about to pop the question. And her husband didn't realize she was cheating on him until that very moment. So he and the boyfriend got into a fist fight.
Oh my God,
and
dude.
then the other members of the mariachi band wound up breaking it up. So unfortunately, there's no reports on where the woman's relationship is now, but I would imagine that she's probably not with either one of them.
I would say that's pretty messed up, right?
She's
about
probably
that.
single right now.
Oh my God, what is the odds of that even happening?
But that's a true story. So, yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, could you imagine?
I
mean, like you're the singer of this band.
D-Light, we need a woman's perspective on this. I mean, would you really, if you were married, would you even consider a proposal?
Well,
seriously.
since I'm not
straight
married,
up. I mean,
okay.
well, I know.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like, I would think that you would want to get out of whatever you're in first.
Yeah.
Before you'd want to.
This makes it to me.
But I
it's
don't
hilarious,
think,
but
I mean,
it makes
obviously,
no sense.
I don't think she knew she was about to be proposed to. I think this was all just going to be. They were seeing each other, and this guy wanted to pop the question
Totally
to
not.
his girlfriend, and hired a mariachi band. And it just so happens that the singer was married to this woman.
See, what I don't understand is how you can get away with being married and seeing someone to the point where like they think that you're single.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I thought that too, and I have an answer.
Okay.
This guy is the singer of a mariachi band.
Yeah.
So he probably works every night.
Right, but if she had the
performing,
so he's smooth
at the Mexican restaurant.
Who is it? Juan Solo?
He's performing at the Mexican restaurant.
Right, but let's just
going
say,
around to the tables, playing and singing to the people who are sitting there eating. And
where you from? Where you from? Donde está?
She's at home by herself.
All right, so she has her boyfriend over, but I mean, like,
well,
when
that
you have
night
a
she just happened
boyfriend
to go to his
over,
house.
when you have a boyfriend over, I mean, like, there's obvious signs that a man is living there.
See, now we have
That's
we have cheating tips with the light.
That's
because
why
Sacred
she
Owl isn't
was
here.
at his house. Because
so
the story...
so he never went to her house, and
the story says earlier this month, a guy in Mexico City hired a mariachi band to come to his house and surprise his girlfriend by playing a song underneath her balcony. She came to his house every night while he was at the Mexican restaurant playing for the customers.
That's a tip off right there. When the other person won't let you come over to their house, they're hiding something.
Not necessarily.
by the way,
you could be like John David Schrader.
What's that?
I'm sorry, baby. I just don't want you over right now.
Here's another question.
I'm serenading this woman on a balcony.
John, you might be able to answer this.
I'll try.
They were in Mexico City. So I believe all the restaurants are Mexican restaurants.
I was in Mexico City once.
That's like...
And I got a real bad case of diarrhea. But I wrote a song about it. Would you like to hear it?
Come on, John.
But...
I call this the Chalupa Trots.
Go ahead.
No,
go ahead. I want to hear the Chalupa Trots now.
Come on.
You put yourself out there. Come on. Come on, John.
Come on, John.
I got the trots. I was in Mexico City. She was looking mighty pretty.
Bling.
I had my nose was running. It was full of snots.
Bling.
I ate some food and got the Mexico trots.
Bling.
All right.
So anyway,
There you
very
go.
good. Very good, John.
That's John David Hammer.
That's excellent.
He's never coming back. I don't know, man.
But you've written about an album tonight, by the way.
I think I have.
You got at least, 4 songs?
Yeah, it's got to be at least 4 good ones in there. So there you go. Indecent Proposal. Because we always deliver on our promises here on this show. Sacred Hammer, the Zodiac Maniac, will be up next on the Electric Radio Show. You will not go without your Zodiac.
It's Truman Winchley with my movie review this week. I saw A Star is Born with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. It's another remake of a movie, so I've already seen it before. Judy Garland was in one of these remakes a long time ago. She was also in Wizard of Oz. Me and Mr. Whiskers love Wizard of Oz, especially the Cowardly Lion. Isn't that right, Mr. Whiskers? Barbra Streisand was in another one of the remakes. Lady Gaga's nose isn't as big as Barbra Streisand's, so I like her better. Plus, she can really sing, and so can Bradley Cooper. When Bradley sings, he reminds me a lot of myself when I sing songs to Mr. Whiskers. We both give Star is Born 3 out of 4 paws. Now I'm gonna sing to Mr. Whiskers. You give me cat scratch fever. Ow! Oh, Mr. Whisker! Ow! Bad kitty, Mr. Whisker! You go to the corner!
The Electric Radio Show podcast will have you laughing so hard you may just pee your pants. Oops, sorry. Jack and Andre are not responsible for your dry cleaning. The Electric Radio Show.
It's the Electric Radio Show.
Oh, boy.
Listen, we always promise you guys the goods.
Oh, boy.
People tune in for this, man.
They really, really do. We get emails every single week.
That's it. And if you want to get a hold of Sacred Owl directly,
the real Sacred Owl.
Yeah. electricradioshow.com. Click the banner. Sacred Owl.
Or maybe not the real Sacred. Maybe you want to get in touch with Sacred Hammer. Then what do they do?
I don't know. We'll try it out right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the Zodiac Maniac.
All right. All right, all right.
All right, all right. How y'all doing?
Doing pretty good, man. How are you? I mean, you haven't been around in a while.
I've been just out in the hallway. Just waiting for my turn.
Oh, boy.
Waiting for the owl to get diarrhea or something.
So, anybody have a question for Sacred Hammer at all?
I do.
All right. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sacred Hammer, you know I'm a Gemini.
Yes.
And I would...
Yes, I do. Yes, that's right. That's me. I'm sorry.
I would like to know, do you think I will find a boyfriend before the end of the year?
I think if you just whip out those boobies, you'll find one right now. Whip out the twins. Let them breathe. And I guarantee you whip them things out, there'll be something in your anus.
Oh! No!
All right. Something in your Saturn. Isn't that what you'll call?
Trey, you have a question?
I'm afraid to ask a question.
You know Uranus is coming.
All right.
You got to be careful.
Let's just do this a nice general overview.
Okay.
What do you see, anything anything positive in let's do all of us here in our future, in the future of this show? Or
I am positive about something. I'm positive that the sun will come up tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I am positive that D-Light's got some fantastic breasts. And I am positive that something is heading for Uranus.
All right.
Hold on, Sacred Hammer. Hold on a second, man. We have an email here.
Okay.
Would you like to read it, or you want me to do it?
I'll do it. Oh my God, it's Clementine again. Dear Sacred Hammer, I think I'm the only one that emails you. I have a feeling there's something heading for Uranus. Can you tell me what to do?
Wow.
Well, Clementine.
Where's Clementine from?
I don't know. I can't read it. I think it's from Georgia.
No, I think she was from Kentucky last time.
That's right. Clementine from you got a great memory, Delight.
I do.
You got 3 really big memories right away. Clementine from Kentucky. All I can say is, here's positively something coming at Uranus.
Yeah. What should she do?
Duck. She needs to duck. Sacred Hammer.
All right. Very good.
We always like to deliver with the good.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some coffee now. I think I need it.
I think so.
Coming up in just a little bit, we've got listener email, social shout-outs, and the next show, The Real Sacred Owl, will be back. And again, you can check him out. And truthfully, theelectricradioshow.com, Sacred Owl, you can get through to him. And Real Talk with Sacred Owl. The videos are there. They really are inspiring. They really are great. And actually, on Instagram, Instagram videos, Sacred Owl was trending on Instagram videos.
Instagram TV?
Instagram TV.
Right,
IGTV, that's what it was.
Yep.
How do I do that?
You could do it by staying off the air.
Yeah, please.
Coming up, listener emails on the way on the Electric Radio Show.
I love listening to it.
They're hilarious. I love it.
1492, Christopher Columbus and 88 men landed on San Salvador for the first glimpse of the Americas.
He was Italian, had spent time in Portugal.
Christopher Columbus was promoted as a symbol of the American dream.
Sailed for the Spanish.
Christopher Columbus landed in the New World.
He never claimed to have discovered the New World.
Columbus became a national hero.
It took years to find support for his plan to reach the riches of the East by sailing to the West.
Even to the very end, especially after his third voyage, he still thought he had found a way to India and China.
So today is Columbus Day.
Today is Columbus Day.
Columbus Day.
Columbus Day.
We still teach children that he discovered America.
What did Columbus do? He discovered America? How do you discover a place where other people are living?
Reconsider the story of Columbus.
Columbus never did even land in the United States.
The real history of Christopher Columbus is not something that our children learn in school.
Is it right to take down the traditional heroes of the nation like Christopher Columbus?
We should be taking down the traditional heroes like Columbus.
What year is it? It's a 1492!
Christopher Columbus is about to set sail to discover America.
Alas, there, mateys! Hoist the mainsail, belay the jibber jabber, and jettison the supercargo.
Happy Columbus Day.
In 1492, 3 ships sailed out to sea, the Nina and the Pinta and the Santa Maria. And as they sailed the stormy sea on that historic day, from way up in the crow's nest you could hear Luigi say, "Please, Mr. Columbus, turn the ship around. Take me back, I want to feel my 2 feet on the ground. Why you tell Isabella that the world is round? Please, Mr. Columbus, turn the ship around."
I think we got a show.
Oh yeah, we got a show.
We definitely got a show.
Oh yeah, there's a show.
I wasn't playing with myself in the bathtub. I was just cleaning it and it went off.
I thought I told you never to interrupt me while I'm working.
Hey! What are you trying to do?
So crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
Don't mess with me, I'm one crazy mofo.
Go ahead. Make my day.
This show sucks.
Well, this whole place sucks. That's right, it sucks.
Due to some content, parental discretion is advised.
Hi, I'm the Thing from Uranus.
You can lose that smart mouth right now.
You just don't get it, do you?
It is a thrill. I love this show.
The dead president is voting Republican.
I'm George W. Bush, and I approve this message.
2 presidents in that right there. I love the Electric Radio Show. We got one endorsement. George W. Bush.
That's right.
And Barack Obama says he loves the show.
That's right.
Hey, man.
He listens every week.
You know, I'm going to tell you something. If there was ever a president, 2 presidents that would listen to this show, one would be Barack Obama, no doubt.
Yep. Because he already does.
I believe he does.
Yes.
And Bill Clinton.
I was just going to say Slick Willie.
Yep.
Bill Clinton would 1,000%.
Bill listens
If
too.
for no other reason than looking at my rack.
That's it. So anybody out there that knows former President Obama and former President Clinton, we would love for them to come into the ERS family.
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah, listen.
And I want to say, and I can't confirm it, can't deny it, don't know, not for sure, but I think President Trump listens as well.
Do you know, actually, you bring that up, that's a good point. I bet you President Trump would listen.
I think so.
I totally think he would listen. Yeah.
We're going to look into that.
We have to look at anybody in the Trump orbit, too.
Yeah.
Pass it on. Yeah. Imagine we had 3 presidents
I think so.
endorse the show.
Maybe we could get Jimmy Carter.
I think we would probably give Jimmy Carter a coronary.
Yeah, we got to be careful.
Maybe Jeb.
Maybe.
Jeb.
He
was never
a president.
No, but low energy Jeb. We can bring him up with the Electric Radio Show. Coming up, listener email is next on the Electric Radio Show.
Happy Columbus Day, yeah.
And now, here's your Columbus Day Festival update. This year's Columbus Day festivities include great food, live music, a carnival for the kids, and don't forget your lawn chairs for the exciting Columbus Day parade and fireworks display. Downtown parking is limited, so arrive early and take advantage of our complimentary Columbus Day shuttle buses.
There isn't and never has been a Columbus Day Festival. Anyone attempting to assemble a carnival, perform live music, serve food without a license, board a city bus without payment, loiter on the sidewalk, or discharge pyrotechnics without a permit will be arrested and fined accordingly.
It's the show that gives you multiple eargasms.
Oh, yeah!
Here you go, baby. It's the Electric Radio Show. Found at theelectricradioshow.com.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Yeah, these guys are on the ball, man. Mm-hmm. I didn't threaten to fire anybody. Just clear the record. I didn't threaten to fire anybody.
I know.
Just guys, come on, quit sleeping in here.
But I think they're all talking. That's why.
Oh, is that what it is?
They're afraid of that. So
it's not going to happen. We love you guys. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, maybe it can happen. I think it can happen.
Keep them guessing.
Today's listener email is from Brianna in Harrisburg, PA, and that right there, that's as much as this email as I have pre-read.
Okay.
All right. So I have no idea what's in this. Dear Studio ERS, I was traveling for business a couple of months ago, and my flight was canceled, and they put me on the next flight and bumped me up to business class.
Nice.
I generally don't speak to anyone while I'm flying. I put my headphones on, watch Netflix, or listen to music. As do I.
Me too.
Personally, I do the same thing. My quote-unquote seatmate, Colin, how'd you get a name? Colin started talking to me. I noticed his, oh boy, this is going downhill real fast. I noticed his beautiful blue eyes and immediately, no wedding ring. Of course. Needless to say, I put my headphones away. Well, Brianna, we talked the entire 5-hour flight from Philly to L.A. He was also traveling for business, and when we got to L.A., we did a story on this, very similar to this. When we got to L.A., we exchanged cell phone numbers, then we met up for dinner that next night. That did not happen in the other story.
I don't remember what story you're talking about.
There was 2 people that met on a flight. They talked the whole time.
Yeah. Oh.
It's very similar to this.
Anyway.
Brianna goes on to, I broke my own rules and never sleeping with someone on the first date. Oh, boy.
Brianna.
This is definitely not in the other story.
Amateur mistake.
It was incredible. I felt like we've known each other for years. For the next 4 days, besides when we were in meetings, we had dinner every night and spent each night together, either in his hotel or mine. He was staying in LA an extra couple of days, and I had to get back to my job. I texted him when I landed. Oh, boy, man, really? We're getting there already? And he hit me back telling me he missed me already. Oh, my goodness. And now 5 days later, I haven't heard a thing.
Wait, 5 days later? Didn't she say she met him a couple months ago?
Yeah.
5 days after that.
Oh, all right.
I'm guessing that's
5
what it
days
is.
after.
I have no idea. You have to contact Brianna in Harrisburg. 5 days later, I haven't heard a thing. I called him, and it goes right to his voicemail. I texted him, and I get no response. Are we doing ghosted here?
Ghosting.
I even Googled him. Oh, my God, Brianna. Come on. You're Googling the guy. I even Googled him and found his work information. But I'm afraid if I try him there, I will seem like a stalker.
Yeah.
Hold on a second, Brianna. Let me check. You Googled him? You're a little bit of a stalker. What happened? Do you think he was turned off by me sleeping with him so soon? Should I try to track him down? Who does this? I really just want to know. Brianna in Harrisburg, PA. I mean, I think this is a no-brainer email, but Delight, You're the female moral compass. I might want to go get a drink. So go ahead.
All right, so here's the deal, all right? This is classic ghosting, all right?
Totally.
And this happens a lot on vacations or like for this, a business trip. You're not in reality. It's not real life. You can act like you're all in love and all whatever. This happens all the time. Yeah. Okay. And then you get home, you get back to reality and you're like, it was fun while it lasted, but then that's it. Come on, you've never had... Okay, this is so weird. My phone's doing weird things.
Okay. What is your phone doing we might need to talk about?
My phone is answering this question.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, did you say like, okay, Google?
She must have, I don't know. She must have picked something up. Anyway, so here's the deal. He ghosted you. Chalk it up to a learning experience.
You're cut.
Don't go stalking him. Don't go reaching out to him. He has your contact information. If he really wanted, any guy that really wants to get in touch with you is going to get in touch with you. He's just not. I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that you slept with him, although that was an amateur mistake. But this was never going to go anywhere.
So let it go.
Let it go.
Dry.
All right. So I'm about to give. What was her name again? Brianna. Some information. Now, this is really important information I'm about to give you, Brianna, okay? And this is not me. This is not my rules, the way I do things. This is something that I heard that came from somebody that I know who happens to be a guy who gets into a lot of these kinds of situations, okay? With females. And does these. So he told me once, he says that he gives every woman he meets the test.
What's the test?
Now the test...
Is this like a Bronx Tale test?
No. The test is that when he meets a woman for the first time, he does everything he can to try...
To score
with that woman. And if he's able to get that woman into bed, he will never, ever, 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 ever date that woman. She could be a booty call forever. She could be whatever it is, but never take it to the next level. Never
on the first date.
Never be girlfriend material. Okay, so ladies, listen up. Listen up what I'm telling you. This is not me. I don't do that. But
you're married.
I'm married and I'm happily married, but this is coming from somebody that I know who does this a lot. They gives the test. Now, it sounds to me Brianna failed the test.
Okay.
But why did he spend the next 5 days with her?
Because
that's part of it, I guess.
Like he said, like I just told you, you can be a booty call forever. But
he ghosted her.
It can never be.
So what does she do? Does she move on, or
she's got to move on?
Yeah, just forget about it.
She failed the test.
All right. My opinion is John David Hammer.
Oh no.
You gotta think.
I was out one night. I got toasted. Guess what, baby? You slept with him and got ghosted. Let it go. Listen to that John David Hammer.
All right,
there you go, man.
Good job. Very good.
Yeah, Brianna, you got to let it go, hon. It was great. You fell in love. You got, the looks, the eyes, they got you. You got ghosted.
Yeah, you got ghosted.
Let it go. It's all right. Chalk it up to experience. Just like D-Light says, chalk it up. Rookie mistake.
Yep.
Now you know.
You never, ever.
I wish to God I knew how old she was. I got to assume she's a young lady. Brianna, I'm assuming that you're young. And it's cool. All right, look, you had a little fun. You kind of fell in lust, we'll say. And it's all right. It's cool.
What I don't like, yes, she did make a mistake by sleeping with him on that first date. But what I don't like is that he dragged it on for 5 days.
Yeah, that's kind of.
He was getting what he could out of it, I guess. It's messed up. It's not right.
Who in this room right now We know Sacred Owl's had booty calls. He's got 6,021 kids. I mean, who in this room hasn't gotten a booty call? Raise your hand if you have not. No hands are going up. We've all got booty calls. All right, we've all had them. You know? But here's the thing is you have to approach it. You just met this guy. You know, you got to say to yourself, this is what it is. You got to say it's a booty call. And if it turns into something better than that, fine. But if it doesn't, you can't be disappointed.
Right, and don't go seeking him out.
Exactly.
He has your contact information. If he really wanted to get in touch with you, he would.
Exactly, Brianna. That's the way you got to look at it, just like that. So if you want to send us an email, it's studioers@gmail.com. Sing it, John.
If you got an email, you send it to us. We won't read it on the air. We promise we won't screw us.
I can't mess with John.
Oh, man.
He's going to beat the crap.
He is.
Straight up beat the crap out of him.
You've taken it way far.
Too far.
Way too far. Yeah.
All right. So we'll put John David Hammer will go to bed for now for the rest of the show. There you go. You will not hear from him again.
Until next week.
Until next week.
Right.
Or when he's on. I might do it to his face.
Well, there you go.
I did it to Tim Gunn. Why not?
You absolutely did.
So if you want to send us an email, studioers@gmail.com, subject line, listener email. Social shout-outs coming up next on The Electric Radio Show.
And Columbus sailed with the 3 ships he had. Looked for spices and gold and slaves to bring back. Find the new world, not on a map. If he's lucky, he won't fall off the earth that's flat. Use the sun and the moon to navigate. Didn't have no OnStar button if he sailed the wrong way. Today's a holiday. Banks are closed. In 1492, he said, land ho.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. It's the Electric Radio Show.
The Habbo radio station everyone loves.
I love them a lot.
It's the Electric Radio Show.
It's the Electric Radio Show. Time to give you guys some love for loving us all week long on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Social shout-outs. Starting with Facebook in Atlanta, Georgia. We have Sheer Delight Hair Salon in Brick Township, New Jersey. I'm thinking of Old Brick Township, New Jersey, which used to be Raceway Park, which was a drag strip that I went to as a kid with my car.
Okay.
Skip school and go there. Yeah, Gary Aberdeen. Gary, hit us back, man. Let us know if that's the same where Raceway Park, New Jersey was. A lot of good memories there. And in, let's see, in New York, we have Edible Hudson Valley.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. All right.
There you go. On Twitter from Austin, Texas, we have Low Cut Podcast. We got a lot of podcasts following us.
Mm-hmm.
Man, way to go, guys. I
love it.
Honestly, I couldn't agree with you more. I love it, man. There are some really great podcasts out there.
Sure there is.
Not many as great as ours.
Right.
But they're trying.
We happen to be the best.
We do happen to be the best. In Colorado, we have Clinton Kowak. And in you did this on purpose.
Snohomish?
Snohomish, Washington. We have Evergreen Dermatology.
All right.
Of course, Snohomish.
You pronounce it exactly like it looks.
You're absolutely right.
I always write it phonetically for you.
I got a dish from Snohomish.
And on Instagram from Charlotte, North Carolina, we have Best Buddies. In Orlando, there's Orlando. Orlando, Florida, we have Pana Orlando Latino Food. And from Richmond, Virginia, we have Stephanie Sherwin. So thank you so much. Stephanie, thank you for keeping it simple for me. If you guys want to get a social shout out, all you have to do is go to theelectricradioshow.com, click like, love, share, hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Who knows? You might be getting a social shout out. Coming up next, we're going to close things up on the Electric Radio Show.
We're ending the show, and we hope you enjoyed it very much. Many things transpired here today, and we hope you stick around for whoever's next, because they're really, really, really good as well.
All right, big finish.
Show's over, folks.
That's it. Go home, everybody. None of this ever happened. Well, kids, that's our show for today. And now, in the words of Mr. Cole Porter.
It's over. Bye-bye from us to you.
This concludes our broadcast day.
All right, that's going to wrap it up. I pray to God that John David Schrader talks to me ever again.
He will.
He's going to be
after
fine.
hearing
Man.
this show.
He's going to be fine.
Thank you so much for tuning in with us here at the show. Coming up, Sacred Owl will be back.
He will be.
Most assuredly. He'll give you a real Zodiac Maniac report. Because for some reason, every time Sacred Hammer's on, Clementine shows up.
Yeah, it's so weird,
I have
right?
no idea what the hell that's all about.
And let's take care of John Schrader really quick. Let's give out his information.
Yeah, you know
I think
what?
we owe it to him at this point. Right?
You know what, dude? You're absolutely right.
Poor
man.
John.
You know, I'm Googling John Schrader right now because I absolutely love him to death, and I want to make sure that I give you.
Well, we can tell you that his latest album, as of right now, is 21 Summers.
Yeah, was up for a Grammy.
Is up for a Grammy. Excellent album. Also, his album before that was Daylight Crashing. Great album. One of my favorites.
And I got his website. I just opened it up just like that. It's John Schrader, SCHRADER.com. And go to his website, man, and he's got some cool stuff up there. He's got some merch. You can get his music.
Yeah.
John, I love you, brother. You know I do, man.
Absolutely.
I'm just messing with you. Everybody, thanks so much for tuning in. As always, we want to thank our police, fire, EMS, and dispatchers. Thank you for what you do on a state and local level to keep everybody safe from, I almost said tyranny. That's the next group. To keep everybody safe to go about their daily lives. And the greatest fighting force this world has ever known, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard. Thank you for what you do for us and others around this great planet to keep everybody safe from tyranny, oppression, and terrorism. Everybody take care, be well, have a great week. We're back here in a little over 6 days on the next Electric Radio Show.
Take care. God bless.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you to all our troops. God bless America.
Here to perform our national anthem, United States Navy veteran and national recording artist, Dave Bray, USA.